Rangers had 7 goals in their previous 4 games. They scored 6 tonight, and they beat the Florida Panthers 6-2. You had an intuition this would work, and did it ever?
I love the Lions. I said that after the first intermission. But look, you look at the game itself, right? And a 2-1 win is typically a win where the coaches love them. And a 6-2 win is for the boys. The forwards get their cookies, they get 6. The defense shut them down and only allowed 2. But Igor Shesterkin was a big role in this one as well. He was elite. He has a great game. Everybody's happy. That's a feel-good win. That's another one of those ones where you want to be in the room.
Yeah, the top 3 lines scored. 9 different Rangers had a point. 3 different Rangers had 3 points. One of them was Adam Fox, who had a goal and 2 assists. And really, his work on every inch of the ice tonight was something to behold.
And it started early because the narrative on this Florida team was their power play was elite coming into this game. They got 1 on the power play, but this is where Fox really stepped up early in the first period. Being able to slide here and shut down this passing lane, that was a look that they looked for repeatedly there with Sam Reinhart and Tkachuk, and they were really tough net front. Look at the look here from Lindgren. He had great support. So when Fox made a play for a block, who's behind him? It's Lindgren. They're able to D up enough so that they can get down the ice. That was a big part of being able to get out of that first period. That's a post on his point shot on the power play, and then he scores on a breakaway. His 4th breakaway goal as a New York Ranger. Taking a closer look, how about Lindgren here? Keeping the puck and stick contact below his shoulders so it stays alive. The Rangers then gather, but Fox gets a look. This is where his high hockey IQ always allows him to get a step. He's able to get a step, and watch the touch here. Angles his stick so he can elevate the puck and then get a good look at being able to get all alone on a partial breakaway. And what he does here, John, he gets enough separation so he can look up when he gets to that decision point at the bottom of the hash. Reading off the goalie is something he does very well. We've talked a lot recently about the strength of his deke to his backhand, but it's not, Adam Fox is never a guy where he's committed to a move that he has in his mind. No matter what the goalie does, he's going to do it. Or a defender, or somebody hard on him on the forecheck. He is the best at reading off of what they give him, and then he takes it. I mean, come on. Breakaway goals for defensemen should never happen. It rarely happens. Adam Fox is special. And you've talked about how it rarely happens that defensemen have instinctual backhanders. We saw another one from Fox there, 10th of the year. That goal was at 3:03 of the first period, so the Rangers at that point were off and running. Fox was only the 3rd star of the game despite having a 3-goal night. The number 1 star was Mika Zibanejad. He scored on the power play. Of course, Adam Fox was part of that. It is part of our film room study presented by CDW and HP, and you're going to tell us exactly how this power play, 1 for 19 coming into tonight, finally worked. It was a great look because it was set up, and what Mika did was he had 4 shots on this power play that were attempted before he scored, and I thought the great look was him starting on the right side with the shot and then moving to the left side for his next attempt. He just misses low blocker here. The shot was labeled, but now he goes into the bumper position, which is in the middle of the ice, and he stays there for a moment because he can, because if anybody goes low, he's a one-time option. The puck happens to go up top. You still have a great look here because you've got Mika and you've got Kreider at the net. But now Mika has one thing on his mind here, I'm convinced. It's let me allow Trocheck to get to his regular spot so I can slide into my one-timer. And this is the one that he hammers home. 8th goal across the ice on a one-timer. And the key here is the pass is below the top of the circles. That allows the goalie to move most when it happens below the top of the circles. Mika has been 8 for 25 this season. It's best in the league for shooting percentage on that play. He wires it, but the pass was on point, so that sets up the play. 13th goal on the power play, and then it's the 21st of the season, 250th of his career. That gave the Rangers a 2-1 lead late in the first period, and they would never look back. Now, we talked about the Rangers' struggles offensively with 7 goals in the last 4 games. Only 2 of those goals in the last 4 came on 5-on-5. Yeah. That newly designed top line of Panarin on the left, Zibanejad in the middle, Kreider on the right, they got their reward with a 5-on-5 goal in the 3rd period, really to culminate what was a very impressive night. You know what I'm sure the coach is going to say? He's going to say they hunted the puck down. And that's, John, when you've got big skill like that, when you're loading up a top line, all you want to do is encourage them to be the hardest working line. and have a positive shift every time you're over the boards against the opposition. Because when you outwork them, your skill, it just shows up. You've given yourself permission to get the breaks because you're going to get the opportunity off of the hustle. And I thought this was a great checking game for Panarin. He's on a line now with two guys that know how to check, and you can say that he's insulated well enough now to be able to get second looks to make the big play. And that's the game for me right now. He's going to make this play, and it might take into the third period, but he's good for a goal a game that way. Artemi Panarin is the goal distributor because he'd rather pass and set you up for your glory than shoot it himself. But he brought so much attention to him in that game, and he did establish his own shot. These are going to show up if the work ethic is on that level that it was tonight.